It has been about a year since I purchased this cat spray thing, and I just thought I'd share some thoughts. Before purchasing that spray thing, it is important to understand what it is, and first of all, the spray can by itself is not a cat barrier. As you can see, it takes much more than a spray can to stop cats. For me, I put this fence thing lengthwise up so that it's tall, because cats can jump pretty high. And of course here it was still needed to cover it with something. Now, Olive, the black and white cat, was actually going to take this, was going to play with it and get out. See, this is Olive. Привет, Oliva. I talk with her in Russian. But the spray thing would detect. Basically, she's good at sneaking past it, but she's not as good at sneaking past it if she has to tamper with some fence or try climbing a fence or something like that. So as a result, she would make enough motion to where it would scare her. Oh, nice cat. So the thing here is, this thing would stop her, but it would also scare me at night a lot. One of you have commented to my other video that it's good at scaring people, and that is very true. Right now, I'm wearing pants, so it's... Well, actually, the spray can is off right now, just for the reference. It would have sprayed us by now, me and the cat. But if it was on, then it would be less likely to activate if you're wearing pants, because it senses the temperature, I think. I think that's how motion detectors work. They sense the temperature, and if you're wearing pants, they don't sense your body temperature as good, so they don't detect you as well. But the trick that I've started using back when this thing was on was this gray lid. I would just slide it like this, and I would make a passageway on one side for myself, and on this side the spray can obviously won't see my feet, so it won't, because the gray lid is room temperature, so the motion detector just sees room temperature the whole time and doesn't spray me at night. So that's a trick I've gotten around to using. And then as far as the fence, obviously after a few runs of Olive coming up and trying to play with the fence, trying to get out, the can would spray her and she would learn that, oh, maybe I shouldn't try to get out. So nowadays I actually have, so eventually the batteries died and then I just turned it off. But hey, Olive doesn't try to break out or anything. She doesn't even remember why she can't go downstairs. She just knows that she's not supposed to tamper with this fence I put up. Oh, how psychology works. One of you commented that this works on humans too. And that's true. I forget the psychologist who discovered that
rule.
But basically, I'm here to say is, if you want to buy this to be a pet barrier, it's probably not gonna work. On my other cat it worked, but Olive, you saw in the video, she still snuck past the motion detector. Yeah, kitty? So, but if you want to use it as a training device in combination with a different, like a fence or something, then there's a good chance that it will work. And is that worth the, let's see, however much this fence cost plus however much the spray can cost, is that worth that money? Well, it depends. It just depends on... Basically, I wouldn't expect much from the spray can itself, but if you want to get creative and use some tools, then that's good. And then one of you commented that puts stress on cats. That's very possible. It probably does, but not anymore. I mean, just look at Olive. She's not even afraid of the thing anymore. She just, in my opinion, it is a training device. You train the cat at first to avoid a danger zone, right? Because would you rather put a little bit of stress in the beginning on a cat, but keep her safe for the rest of her life? Or would you rather just keep the cat going to the kitchen or where there's knives, going outside where there's animals who will eat her? It depends. I suppose that's everyone's own choice. But as for these cats, they're not even afraid of the spray can anymore, unless they do get afraid if I start picking up the spray can because they know it can spray them, but for the most part they're used to it being off now. They just don't go where they're not supposed to. My fear is downstairs, there's the outside door, and outside there's coyotes, snakes, and other dangerous animals. And if the cat runs outside while I'm coming inside, then that is my fear about. I don't want the cat eaten by a wild animal. And then of course there's the kitchen with all the dangers involved there. There's knives and yummy fish that the cat can choke on the bones from. Dangerous chemicals. A hot oven. Boiling water. Oliva. To tell a little story, at my previous apartment, I put it like this in the doorway to the kitchen, and Olive would sneak over here, and this would be far enough to not trigger the motion detector. So I moved it closer, and I put this backpack there, and I think I put something else back here too. So at such a close range, it would actually stop Olive, the black and white cat, from coming through, but the brown cat, there she is, Mandy, got smarter and realized the thing is here, but there's no spray can here, and there was something else here, obviously. So Mandy would hop over here and come to the kitchen to hang out with me, but Olive would not be so smart about this side. Olive would only see this and not come through. Do I want the cats to be in some sort of danger? Of course not. So, just using tools to keep them safe. Although one idea that I have been considering is letting them go downstairs, but just block out this kitchen doorway. That of course leaves the door to the outside open to the cats. And I wonder if there is something to keep them from running outside if I'm carrying in groceries and whatnot. So if any of you have more ideas of how to keep cats from running outside while you carry in groceries, let me know, post in the comments, or if there is a different cat product that you would be curious about me trying. If you don't want to buy it yet and are wondering, I would be curious about trying, as long as they're humane. Like, I wouldn't try a cat electric shock mat or anything like that, obviously. But let me know. So, in summary, these are all tools, and I hope that we can all use them wisely when needed, and take care. Until next time.